What's up, everybody? Okay, so another problem with these engines that I heard a lot of people talking about are these harmonic balancers. And apparently this part's made out of rubber, and these can disintegrate, and if this disintegrates, that it can break your crankshaft. But I think it looks all right. I don't see any cracks or anything like that, so I think that's good. Right here, we got a 1985 GMC 3500 with a 6.2 liter Detroit diesel. We're already having issues, but when we parked it up here, we shut it down and then couldn't get it started again. And it's a little bit concerning. And hopefully we can get this thing running here. So I took the batteries out, I put those on charge. I was cranking it so long that I drained the batteries. The batteries went dead. So we're definitely having an issue. And to be honest with you, I could have got completely smoked on this deal. So let's just dive into this a little bit deeper and hopefully we can get this thing started. Okay, so we're looking at this now. I really haven't put a lot of time and energy into really looking around this. So it looks like this is a Hydra Boost. This is a Hydra Boost brake booster system. We got a Hydra Boost brake booster system here. Engine oil. Black as can be. Don't get a lot blacker than that. These Hydra Boost systems, usually you have a vacuum canister here that operates the assisted brakes. You would have a vacuum canister that would operate. You'd have a diaphragm in the middle. That vacuum pressure would help move that cylinder back and forth. On these, it's actually connected to the power steering system. So you actually have hydraulic pressure that helps that move back and forth. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, if I like it. Seemed to be working for me as I drove it yesterday, but you know, we're gonna see that out. So in there, let's open up this air cleaner. Do not use starting fluids. Immediate engine damage can result. One thing that I did notice that could really mess up is that sitting in here on the passenger side floor is a can of starting fluid. So maybe that's a sign. And when you do use starting fluid, is you can get pre-ignition. That's where the cylinder, where the piston is coming up and the starter fluid ignites, and it basically two forces coming together at the same time can create damage. So let's get in here now. Fuck. That isn't exactly clean, I would say. Not exactly clean. And we got a lot of like oil or something up there. This whole thing is just so dirty. Open up the radiator cap here, and we're pretty much bone dry. There's a little bit of fluid down at the bottom, so see, that's an issue. This is your fuel filter here. Tight. There's some oil in there, but it doesn't look like a lot. Look at that. And that's a fancy securement there, little zip tie, okay. And well, I got these batteries on the charger here. We're at 13.4.5 volts. do with it. Alright, let's actually look inside here, because I haven't really gone through everything. I don't know what's in this truck. We got a wing window that goes right there, a can of starter fluid, that's suspicious. A damp bag, I'm not sure what's in here. We got a strap. This may just be a strap set. Let's see. Strap, yeah, ratchet strap. Cool, take that out of there. And another ratchet strap. Okay, I don't need this bag, that's disgusting. Put that there. 2 ratchet straps though, I could use these. Okay. Tailpipe hanger. Keep that. Put all the keep stuff down there. Look at this. We got a socket. We got a rod. That's sketchy. Connecting rod. I wonder if that's for this truck or if this is for something else. PPA 62. You got a connecting rod. I don't know. Throw that in the back, I guess. I'll put it right there. This is mine. This is mine. The wing window. We got a tire chalk. This is good to have. Keep that. Little micro socket. Little handle. Screwdriver socket. What is this? Dust cap. Little wrench. What else we got? We got a little trash. We got some change. Headphones. If those work, I'll use those. Piece of steel, it looks like. We do got speakers. Oops. I don't know if they're working too great. Open up the glove box, see what we got in here. Another can of starting fluid. This is a bad sign. We know what's been happening now. He's been using starting fluid every time. Start this. Solenoid. What is this? Insurance copy? Yeah, don't look at that. That's not for you. Sierra 3500 though. These go in here. Yeah. We'll try to keep these. Goes like that. Oh. I don't have the backs, but I can rig something up. Goes like that. Yeah. Sierra 3500. We can get this door painted too, just to match. That wouldn't be that hard. Definitely. Alright. This is gonna look good. Let's get this thing. These came. I like to kind of wiggle them back and forth like that, so they kind of like friction weld themselves together. Could put it there, but what? Oh, I guess those are just threaded in there? I don't know. If this isn't connected, then you, look, there's like no connection there. So that's pretty bad. That should not be like that at all. And if you ain't getting the right cranking force, you ain't increasing your chances of starting either. At the bottom of that, there's a lot of corrosion right there, and let's see how loose it is. extremely loose. Alright, we're gonna clean this up here. It's probably just cranking off of one battery, so let's Dad, I feel like there should be a nut really cranking that down. Best we can do is clean it up. Corroded. I would say let's clean that terminal up. Okay, let's take a look. I might have something. I don't know if these are gonna fit or not. Look at that, like a glove. Let's get 2 of these. Like, look at that corrosion right there. Like, look at that corrosion right there. Like, that is going to impede full capability. That's fine. Don't touch this to the ground. Okay, that's good. Don't let that touch. Let's look at this one now. Grounds, they look fine. I'm good with that. This don't look fine. That don't look fine. Alright, let's look at this ground. I don't know what this goes to. It would probably be helpful to trace this line. This could really be anything. But we'll just get it on there for now. Glow plug relay system. Just trying to get these copper threads tied down tight enough where I can stick it in that crimp. Okay, I think that's good. Let's crimp that there. Okay, that should be crimped on there pretty good. Alright, let's put that back up on the negative here. I'm gonna put that here. And yeah, we are gonna put that there. Let me go get another one of those bolts. Got a little bit of water seepage on that battery. I don't know if that's coming out of there or if that's it's just sitting there. If you touch this wrench from right here to right here, it's gonna start sparking and glowing red hot. Probably melt too. This side's good. You can touch it to whatever as long as it's not that red part. Okay, now electrical system's connected. Let's go over. I probably did this a little bit backwards, to be honest with you. Probably should have did this first, but I wanted to go over these glow plugs. See, look at that. Just add a brake cleaner here. They don't feel very tight. I don't like that. I don't know if they're getting connection. You know? Maybe don't hold that. It's not good to get this stuff all over your hands all the time. If even one of these glow plugs isn't really working good, then it's gonna have a hard time starting. And none of them really feel tight when they're connected, so. That one's really oil soaked. Okay, well, I cleaned them the best that I really could for right now. I would say let's let that dry down. Let's let that dry off down there. Other than that, the only thing that I would check for is flow. Make sure we got good fuel flow. I mean, that's important, but let's just give that like a minute here. Let's let that all evaporate, all that brake cleaner, and then we're gonna just give it a shot here. We're gonna try to start it. Hell no, we ain't ever using brakes. Okay, one thing I want to check to see if there's an electronic fuel pump. So let's. Glow plug's light is on. That only stays on for like a second. There's no way that is how long it stays on. I feel like it should stay on longer than that. Okay, we're gonna have to, there either is one in there and it's not working, or there's not one in there at all. Let's cycle the glow plugs again, I guess. No coolant light. Now, how do we know that the glow plugs are getting hot? Whoa. What the fuck was that? Something's going on. Well, whatever that was just stopped. I don't know what that was. But I don't hear any electronic fuel delivery. I'm not hearing a buzz. I'm not hearing like a hum. I know it has a mechanical, but is that all that draws the fuel from that gas tank to the engine? Let's run this one more time, see what happens. I don't even know what's going on now. What is that? There's a bungee cord here for some reason. I don't know what that could be. But I guess now I'm not even getting anything at the starter. So what happened? Close the door. This is locked up. Okay. Now I'm getting nothing. Oh. I get fastened seatbelts but no glow plug. Before we go all ham, I'm just looking at everything. We're gonna try to start in here in a second. But what I wanna see, now the glow plugs aren't going on and that's not even fucking connected at all. What the hell is that? Okay. I think I see what's happening here. This is why you just take a look at everything before you go crazy. Do you see that bungee cord? Oh, I wonder what that thing's doing, right? That's smeared with dielectric grease in here. It's not even how you use dielectric grease. This has got to go there, right? No broken. So what did he do? He put a bungee cord on here to hold that in there, and that's just great. That's your connection there. Goes into your starter solenoid, so I'd imagine that your glow plug relay is somewhere through that starter solenoid on this, because it's connected to the key. So we had glow plugs, moved something around, we didn't have glow plugs. Now let's see what happens now. Glow plugs back. Well, I think it's time that we start it. Let's try one more glow plug sesh. I'm just gonna look down there. I don't know if it is. All right, try to start it up. Started up there. That wasn't too bad. A little bit of hesitation, but that's not too bad. I wouldn't be surprised that if something in that starter solenoid isn't working, your glow plugs will go out. That's a bad connection there. If your glow plugs aren't working, and even if just a couple of them aren't getting signal, you're gonna you know, it's gonna have a hard time cranking. Same with the battery. If both batteries aren't getting full connection, say just that one is and maybe this one isn't, you're not gonna have enough power when you're cranking. Same with the fuel pressure and everything. So that's something else I want to check. I got to check flow on this. This is a newer fuel filter, so I probably doubt that that's bad. But I don't see. I really want to know if there's an electronic fuel tank in here, because this just might be sensor for fuel. Let me see here. No, it looks blue right here, but if you actually go back. I was looking at this, it was like, is that a hot wire? But it looks blue, but if you actually go back in there underneath the truck, it's actually red. So that is a red wire. That is a ground. Both of those wires do not look good. I would imagine there probably is a low pressure fuel pump in this tank, so we're gonna wanna check that. Let's actually, let's put the dump body up and see what it looks like. So I never operated this dump body before, but how I'd imagine, this is PTO control and that's pump. So we'll put that in. It either goes forward or frontwards. And then I would imagine once we let off the clutch, the PTO should engage. Okay. PTO might have been activated actually. Yeah, we drove home with the PTO engaged the whole way. That was not good. So forward is in for the PTO. Let's know that. Dump body looks good. I'm not going under here right now. But it looks like it holds pressure good. I don't see a lot of leakage or anything like that. Let's see how this hydraulic system works. Okay, so we just got, that's a very simple hydraulic system. PTO from the transmission right into there. What we can do is block this up and look into that tank and see what we can do there. I think there's a vacuum actuated RPM control or something on here. Really leaking here a little bit. Not too bad. That's not good to have running while you're driving, so we want to definitely make sure we never do that again. I just drove that an hour home like that, didn't even know. So if you push the, well, let's just let it down first. It doesn't look like there's a lot of roast in there either. Okay. That's off. Let's make sure that PTO is off. Yeah, it's not spinning. Are we not spinning? Yep. Nice and stationary. Well, tires are basically brand new. That didn't start up too bad that time. I guess let's take it for a little rip. How does the clutch feel? Clutch still feels very soft, but not too bad. Another problem with these engines that I heard a lot of people talking about are these harmonic balancers. And apparently this part's made out of rubber and these can disintegrate, and if this disintegrates, that it can break your crankshaft. But I think it looks all right. I don't see any cracks or anything like that, so I think that's good. All right, well, we had it shut down here for just about a minute. Let's just pretend, you know, we're on a normal day and we got to start it back up. It's not a crazy thing to ask of your vehicle to shut off and start right back up. Come in here, run the coolant. We'll run the glow plugs light for a sec. Sure we're in neutral. All right, gotta go. No problem. Look at that. That was no problem. So I wouldn't imagine that it has something to do with an electrical problem why I couldn't start it last night. And And seriously, never use starter fluid on this. Don't ever do it. If it's not starting by itself, there's an issue. Let's figure out the issue. Let's not try to band-aid the problem. Okay, shut her back down. There we go. Look at those body lines. We'll buff that out. Just a normal day on the road. Go with 2 cycles of the glow plugs. Alone will take you off the line in 3rd gear, which that's not how my Ford was at all. Even 1st gear, granny low, which on my Ford it didn't say low here, it just said 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least that was a 4-speed. Low is extremely low, and one thing that I do keep doing is when I'm going and I'm trying to find second, I keep accidentally going for low. And I guess low is unsynchronized or something, because it won't go into, it'll just grind if you're rolling and try to go to low. They're pretty close, and there's some slop in here. I'll try to check that out here in a minute. But we're gonna get to a road where we can just give her a good little bean sesh. This is 3rd gear, dude, and it just cruises up the hill. You can go up any hill in 3rd gear. It's not how the Ford was at all. You had to make sure you had speed, and the only way you're getting up a hill is if you were in 1st gear. And you're going up the hill slowly in 1st gear. almost feels like there should be another gear behind this. That sounds about like full speed, and we're basically at suck a thick, huh? That's it. I think she's running good. I think that's all it was, just battery connection problems and stuff like that. Other than that, I'd say we're looking pretty good. Next video that we're gonna do, we're gonna just be really checking everything. We'll check the differential fluid. We'll go over, you know, we'll look at the brake drums, see how they're acting. Kind of do a once over on everything. Just at the glance, there's almost no rust on this whole truck, other than just basic surface rust. I mean, the bed has the worst of it. There's some holes just in the sheet metal, but all the I-beams are completely thick and not corroded at all. Next step, we're just going to check the differential fluid. We're going to change the engine oil. We're going to check the transmission gear oil. Probably try to bleed that clutch there. Add a little bit of power steering fluid, and then maybe check that fuel pump there and see if there is one or not. Other than that, I'm not feeling too bad about this deal. I think we made out. I think we did not too bad. All right, let's get this thing back home.